unmute yourself, Jen. We can't hear you.
All right, we'll start again. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, it's so much better. Mostly I was supposed to be saying thanks for joining us, and we'll begin the run of show shortly. We'll probably play the video one more time so everybody can see it. And in the meantime, grab your ingredients for the signature cocktail that Chip is going to guide us through. We'll be back soon. my goodness, that was incredible. When I first saw the video, I got really teary watching it, and watching everybody come on and seeing everybody in the chat room. Oh my goodness, it's really incredible. Thank you all so much for being here to help us celebrate this huge milestone. As I look at the names and the faces on this call, I'm really overwhelmed with memories. We have all heard that it takes a village, and I am incredibly grateful for this village. I never expected the village to get this big. We have so many people to thank. I am deeply grateful to my husband Mario's support through this journey. Without him rowing the boat with me, plugging all the administrative holes, you know, from spending weekends typing up our HCFA forms to scheduling patients in spiral bound notebooks, we wouldn't have gotten BDI off the ground. When I started 25 years ago, the office was in the costume room of Arlington Center for Dance. We wouldn't have gotten this far without the patience of my children, who've learned to wait on the curb for me. And then when I got in the car, they would say with a laugh, did you get your last email out, Mom? Without the incredible support of each of you, the family, friends, colleagues, and mentors, we wouldn't have grown into the institution that we are or the community that we have. So thank you. Just thank you. I also want to thank the current BDI staff. This has been a really tough year for the world. And if there was ever a time that we had to come together and row the boat in the same direction, it was this year. And you all did and are doing a spectacular job. So thank you. Just thank you. When I started BDI 25 years ago, I had one goal, and that was to maximize the potential and exceed the expectations of clients, of clinicians, of colleagues, of employees. Our tagline has changed over the years, but our commitment to excellence and leaving our corner of the world a better place has never wavered. As many of you know, we have a long-standing relationship with Arlington Free Clinic. We provide pro bono PT services, we've served on the board, we've helped develop clinical pathways and protocols to reduce the burden of care there, and that work continues to this day. But we also support other community ventures, including Homestretch. And over the years, many of you have helped us buy gifts for Homestretch families over the holidays. I'm going to turn the mic over to my longtime colleague and BDI's Director of Community Outreach, Ashley Templer, to tell you a little bit more about Homestretch and our ask in honor of our 25th anniversary. Welcome, everyone. Ashley.
Hi, everyone. I just second what Jen has said. It is just such a sweet opportunity to see all your faces from near and far, current and past clients and colleagues and alumni. Thinking about Homestretch, down the street from Body Dynamics is their office. And they're a group that provides services, integrated services of all types: counseling, education, coaching, job training, housing, for families who find themselves in a bad situation, are homeless, many times due to domestic violence. And through all of those services, they help people get to a place where they are self-sustaining, independent, and in many cases, even able to buy their own home and send kids to college. So much of the way that we really think of partnering with people through an integrated team approach to getting people where they want to go, Homestretch does that for people who are in much more dire situations than most of us. So we really do feel called to support them this year, especially at the holidays. So in the chat, we'll put a link where you can follow to, if you feel compelled, give $25 in honor of the 25th anniversary of Body Dynamics. So thank you. Good. We're going to head to Chip now.
All right,
Chip,
everybody.
ready? Good. Chip's going to get us going with our cocktail.
All right, so today our signature cocktail for the evening will be the Adonis. It is named after our the first Broadway show, I believe, to get to 500 and I thought it would tie in well with our 25th anniversary because it's a performing artist organization that we started, and we're celebrating our 25th anniversary. So to that end, you will need some vermouth, red vermouth, sherry, a Fino sherry. You could also use a manzanilla. You'll need some orange bitters, a shaker, a glass, an orange, and some ice. So let's get started. So you're gonna start with your shaker. If you would put in a bit of the ice there, just a little bit, And then we're gonna put in, I don't have a measuring cup, so I'm using a shot glass, don't judge me. All right, so we're gonna use about 1.5 ounces of the sherry. I'm gonna, it'll be, there we go. All right, so there's that. Then we're gonna add the same amount. Actually, I like to use a little bit less of the vermouth because the vermouth is a little too sweet for my taste sometimes, and we gotta keep it a little on the reasonable side here. So we're gonna put in the vermouth. All right, and then you put in a couple of shakes of the orange bitters here. There we go. All right, so then we put the lid on, and we're gonna swirl this, not shake it. You wanna make sure that the lid is on tightly, and just for 30 seconds. While I'm swirling, I'll tell you how I found this recipe. One of my clients had gone to Paris a couple of years ago, and she was amazed at their cocktail hour that it wasn't about getting boozy and drunk and all, about having a good time and getting, a decent, amount of buzz going on, I guess. And she found this cocktail to me for Christmas a couple years ago. I was drawn to this recipe just because I like the ingredients here. So as that's shaking and swirling, we're gonna peel a little bit of the lemon zest off of the orange. So you're gonna just peel a little bit off. Make sure you get the peel and not too much of the pith, the white part here. And hopefully we won't drop this, there we go. So we put that there and then swirl this just a little bit more. Hopefully you all have many of these ingredients at home. If not, make up your own cocktail or just open a bottle of wine. That's always a good way to celebrate. All right, so we're gonna straighten this off into the martini glass here. Hopefully I got the amount right. Haha, spot on again, look at that. All right, so then you wanna take your peeled orange zest, twist it a little bit over the cocktail to get the essential oils in there, drop it in, and there you have it, everybody. The Adonis, salud, enjoy.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers, Chip.
Thank you, Lisa. Off to you. Lisa and Mario are going to take it away with our trivia hour, trivia moments, I should say. So enjoy your cocktail and have fun, everyone.
Yay. So I actually got a cocktail made by Chip, and it is delicious. So for those of you that did not get the recipe and try to make this tonight, you should do it another night. It's so good to see all of you. I wish we could hug, but of course, maybe if we were able to actually have this here, we wouldn't see so many people from afar. So great to see you. We've been doing a little bit of trivia during the pandemic on different times, and we thought we'd bring the trivia to everyone attending tonight. So we're going to go ahead with the first question, and I'm going to ask if you are the person who it is, because so many of you are here. Don't call yourself out. So let's let someone else guess. So the first question is, which member of the staff took the photos that are on display in the hallway across from the GTS studio?
Hey, Lisa,
And
you wanted to put the answers into the chat room?
definitely, and it looks like people have already done that, and we're
Yeah.
asking the person who puts the answer, correct first. Look, that was a mouthful. So Barbara Diskin, you got it right away. I didn't even get to finish asking the question, but as you all know, that people at Body Dynamics are usually just not single-faceted. We have multifaceted experts here who are skilled in so many different ways, and it turns out that Mario can take care of any emergency, but he's also a fine photographer. So let's go to the next question.
All right, I've got question 2. It's a little bit of a blast from the past here. Which BDI staff is remembered for splitting their pants? Is it Josh Jordan, Mark Shepard, Patrick Suarez, or Lauren Proctor?
At multiple times, might I add.
I would say you're people on this list otherwise.
Yeah. All right.
Oh gosh, it was really, there was only one. Yeah, it was pretty clear. Everybody was pretty clear.
I think it was 3 times. Pretty sure it was 3 times.
Yeah.
All
I know
right,
is-
so
all I know is you needed a wardrobe budget, Patrick.
all right, so as you can figure it out, it's Patrick Suarez, and the first one to get it right looks like it was Amy Humphrey, another blast from the past, who I remember starting out here at Biodynamics as Amy Eisenhower.
That's true.
And then,
I even have it. I even have her engagement picture in our history of photos. And Amy did remind us that Jason was the one who burst the physio ball while he was treating.
oh,
I did. It was a fast ride down.
It was fast right down.
all right, so Amy, you get that one. Going on to question 3.
Okay, so which
Mm.
staff member coined the term basking seal? Andrea Watkins, Christina Vink, Sarah Kenworthy, or Sonia Deville? Everyone knows the answer. Already. Sandra got it right away. She was jumped on it. That's right. It's Andrea Watkins, and she's here tonight. Yay, Andrea! It's so good to see you. We have so many stories about Andrea. She's like the guru of dance science and dance medicine. I had her book on my shelf when I was a young dancer, before I even dreamed about being a PT, and I know Jen has a long history with her as well.
That's right. I knew Andrea when she was my dance medicine instructor when I was still in college. And I don't want to steal thunder. She may have a story or two about when we knew each other at that point in time.
Next question. Andrea, hope to hear from you later.
I know, but do you know what? I'm stunned. When did I coin the phrase basking seal? I don't remember that at all.
Oh!
It was your mindful movement. What are you talking about?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
My brain glitches, sorry.
So Andrea, you got the whole mindful movement program started here at Biodynamics, which is a big part of what we do on the fitness side now.
I'm glad it's been helpful. Thanks.
All right, question 4. To my smart and beautiful co-host here, what was her first job? Stocking shelves at the Piggly Wiggly, waitressing at Friendly's, cashier at the Stop and Shop, selling dancewear at Twinkle Toes.
It had to be Piggly Wiggly because you can see Lisa running around the clinic saying, Piggly Wiggly, Piggly Wiggly.
All right.
But you have to guess. People have to guess. Don't let Jen's comments.
Don't let me, I know, I'm a red herring.
I mean, there are other qualities that I have other than, being that quirky. That was a hint, by the way.
Hint.
All right. Lauren. She was a waitress at the Friendly's. So
Ooh, I think Lauren Proctor got that one.
yeah, Lauren, one of our
Hi,
former-
Lauren.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. You're a new mom, aren't you?
Yes, Rin and I are both a new mom, and we have the little one right here.
Oh my goodness, I have to change my view so I can see.
You kind of only get her forehead because we're still working on how to use Zoom.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Wow.
Hi.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
All right. Question number 5.
Okay. Which BDI staff member created the character Sally Sue? Was it Andrea Watkins, Jen Gamboa, Ashley Templar, or Suzanne Kucharabi? So, we have a lot of brilliant minds here at BDI, so anyone could have created this character, but Sally Sue is always the character who comes in and, Sally Sue banged her knee and now doesn't know what to do, or Sally Sue's feeling sad today. Sally Sue is like somebody else's Joe Schmo at BDI, but it's always Sally Sue.
Sally Sue is our, that's how we protect our patients' names. Sally Sue has and then we'll move in.
That's how we maintain HIPAA.
That's right. That's our HIPAA compliance strategy.
And the answer was Andrea Watkins again. I hope you remember this, Andrea. If you didn't make this up, I don't know.
No. I remember it. And Sally Sue is at least 50 years old now because Whenever I taught anything, Sally Sue was the kid who never got it right, and the class had to figure out how to help Sally Sue.
See?
She's been with me a long time.
Well, you passed her on to us. So next Halloween, that's our theme. We're gonna all dress up as our Sally Sue, whoever Sally Sue is.
Fabulous.
I'm not sure who, I think Jason got that one first that time. I kind of lost track because there's a lot of letters on here.
I think Christina, me, is ahead of
Chris-
Jason. Sorry.
Christina Bank.
Okay.
Hey, good job.
Oh,
You can have it. There we go. It is yours.
Hey,
There we go, Christina.
Gosh.
Question.
All right. Which two staff members lived and danced in the same city before joining Biodynamics? Anna Fiore and Jen Gamboa, Suzanne Kucheravi and Lisa. Jen Gamboa and Suzanne Kucheravi, or Lisa Clarkson and Anna Fiore? Got a couple questions, guesses already coming in. So the current group of people on this are current biodynamics folks. So those of you in the past may not know this. So. All right, we got. And it looks like John and Amory.
John and Amory.
You guys got the right answer, Lisa and Anna. Answer D.
So
But the city
Anne-Marie
was
and-
not anywhere near here, though.
that is true. I just have to say that that is good guessing. Anne-Marie is one of my best friends from when I was in high school. So we've been friends for a very long time, and I know she guessed, but she guessed really well. Lisa.
Yeah, so we, it turns out that Anna and I both spent time living in and dancing in Iowa City at the University of Iowa. It's just that we didn't cross paths. I was there with between the ages of 3 and 13, and then Anna, she's been here for about a year and a half now, for those of you that no longer work at BDI, but she also danced there. So that was just such a funny coincidence that we didn't know of until she came on board. Very cool. What's the next question?
All right. Which member of the staff is a member of something called Duck Club?
I don't even know the answer to this.
Huh.
Of course, I didn't recognize all the pictures of the 25 years ago. And that was because one of our staff members had to send in a picture of his parents because he wasn't even born yet.
So I can tell a story about this when you're ready to announce the correct.
Yeah, I can't keep track of who it was. Can you help me here, Brittany?
Let's
It
see.
was David Diskin.
David Diskin. All right. The answer was Bob.
Yeah,
I'm not
so
sure what the story is behind that.
I'll tell you. So the story is that Bobby and his old group of dancer friends from, I don't know, like when they started this, they like to go out to Peking duck and like eat as much duck as they can go. And they call it Duck Club. And I started working here, and then Bobby was still taking class at Ballet Nova at the time, and he invited me to go out to Duck Club. And the way that we all know when it's time for Duck Club is you just start getting mass texts saying duck ? Or quack. They go quack. And then you get all these quacks on your phone, and you know it's time to go. So now you know if you come back into the clinic or you see Bobby and he looks really full, he has had a nice dinner of duck the night before. Peking Gourmet, yeah.
Nice.
That's it, up on Lee Highway.
So I have a
All
story
right.
about Peking Gourmet. One of our clients, when Sophie was born, delivered an entire meal of Peking Gourmet to our house. That was Patty and Cliff. Patty, I still remember that.
That was our introduction to Peking Gourmet.
That's right, it was.
Okay, next question. Which one of the BDI staff can claim in their list of accomplishments having performed with Gene Kelly?
Hmm.
Was it Ashley? Was it Suzanne? Was it Lisa? Or was it Gail?
Hmm.
This is a trick question, actually. Dan got it when I said this is a trick question because you think I'm too young.
Gail.
No, it was me. I was like 8 years old and I was in Iowa City and he performed at the halftime show for the Iowa Hawkeyes football team and I got to sit with my little umbrella and twirl it and sing Singing in the Rain and I didn't even know he was famous. And then years later I was like, oh my gosh, I performed with Gene Kelly.
We want an encore.
You have to come to one of my classes if you want to hear me sing.
And dance.
All right, next.
Oh my gosh.
Got that one.
Christina Alcorn.
Okay. All right.
We don't
Question
have
8.
any clear winners, by the way. Everybody's gotten.
All right. Question 8. Which one of our staff earned an NCAA baseball national championship ring for being part of a college team that won the College World Series? Was it Matt, Deborah, Mario, or Ashley?
Ashley, of course. Sorry.
I remember this one from a previous.
Yeah, but the answer on our sheet is wrong, Mario.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not me, but it's not who you would expect.
Yeah.
So I think the person who it is should unmute themselves and identify themselves.
That's right.
It's me.
Identify yourself.
I was, before I became a PT, in 1992, I accompanied the Pepperdine baseball team to the College World Series. It was their first time there. They went a second time 2 years later. And they were seeded 6 out of 6 teams, and they won. And I have a ring. I was the only female on a traveling team of 44 males. And so my ring is huge. They could only cut a male ring. Like you can't. So that's fun fact about the NCAA rings. If it's a male coach with an all female team, they only cut this, they'll cut a small female size ring for the male coach. So anyway, so yeah, me, 1992 Pepperdine Waves.
Wow. That's awesome. Nobody got that. Well, internal staff.
Does Jenna count?
Yes, I count. I always count. Of course I do.
All right, next question.
What year did BDI start? 1993, 1995, 1998, or 2000? And this is the 25th anniversary, so it's just a math question. Yes, everyone got it. It's 1995.
Woo! Lee Roberts got it first. That's appropriate. She was my first PT employee.
Oh, that's so sweet.
She was my first employee, period.
Was she also a student?
And I was a student with you too, Jennifer.
And you were a student with me too. I did forget that part.
I did.
Wow.
All right, next question.
All right. Oh, what is my graduate degree? Chemical engineering, civics, civil engineering, marketing, or business?
It could be any of these, really. He's even whipping up cleaning solution these days, you know.
Right.
Well, that kind of gives it away.
He has a PhD in jack of all trades and master of all of them.
Yes.
All right. Well, my graduate degree is in civil engineering. My undergraduate degree is in chemical engineering.
Oh,
So
that
whoever
was
answered B
tricky.
first, and I can't tell if it was Anne Marie or if it
It
was
was Anne Marie. It was Anne Marie. She's pulling
okay.
the lead.
But I do have seat of the pants training in marketing and business. So
I realized that civic is not civil, and it was a
Yeah.
typo in my mind.
little type, it's civil engineering, but I picked up that. I got that the same year as Jen got her DPT.
Nice.
So
I believe we were writing our theses at the same time, right?
yeah, we're both doing like online classes and remote classes and writing and things like that. And the goal was that we would both be done by 1995. No, when was it? 2000 something.
Yep.
I don't remember. All right, next question.
Okay, true or false? Bobby Sidney gave a client a black eye.
And knocked out a tooth.
Oh no!
Separate occasion.
Must be true.
Oh, sorry.
Give that one away. Oh my gosh. I don't know the story of this.
They're both my children. It's true.
Oh!
I think actually they're both Sophie. I think she got the
Yeah, it was
black
both
eye and the
Sophie.
tooth. And people used to say that, gosh, you're really advanced training giving your children personal training. But it was because every Wednesday was early release from Arlington County. And you're like, what do I do with early release? And so we bring them into the office and like, Bobby, will you just train them?
And then
And he was wonderful and he did. And everybody thought that we were really advanced with our kids. But I was like, no, early release, that's a problem.
The
I
story with
remember
the black
they-
eye. The story with the black eye was that Sophie was supposed to be ducking,
Yeah, she didn't die.
swinging a little stick,
Oops.
He
working
didn't.
on basically quick squats and coming back up. And then, so Bobby said duck. Sophie was a little late and caught her in the eye. Under
Would
the
you ever
eye.
go up to her now and say duck and see what she does?
No, we should. We really should. She probably would think about Peking duck, though. Talking about food.
Well, Bobby's
She
still
lose her
employed.
tooth on the treadmill?
Yes, exactly right. It was a loose tooth, but
Remember
that's
that
exactly right. She fell on the treadmill and it came right out. Yep,
Well, Bobby's still employed, so
it's all good.
it's all good. All right, last question here.
Oh,
You gave this away.
Oh,
I did give this away.
Oh,
He's dropping the market.
sorry.
I like it.
Members, infamous. So the story's been told. If you didn't get this, you weren't listening.
Amy didn't ruin it. I think I ruined it.
Jennifer did.
I ruined it.
He chimed in. We all know the answer.
All right.
All right.
So we have been keeping score, and Brittany from the production team has been graciously keeping tabs, and it looks like John and Anne Marie Eichelberger scored the highest with 3 points.
All right.
So
Nice job.
Excellent. We'll
John.
be reaching out to you with your prize.
yeah, being longtime friends with Jen, she's watched us go through
She really has.
before marriage, through marriage, and body dynamics and kids, and now we're at
Now the college adventures.
all right. So let me get back to what's next. Okay, Ashley and Jenna, you're up.
Hi, everybody. So I have us in gallery view. If you don't, it'll be fun to get a chance to see everybody. Jenna and I just wanted to get us all talking a little bit and sharing stories. So I just wanted to start by saying that I met Jen in 1996, so Body Dynamics was brand new, and also got the chance to see the costume room. So I observed her when a ballet teacher introduced us, and after a few days, I knew I had found my calling, and started to pursue physical therapy as a career. And 9 years later, when my husband and I moved back to Northern Virginia, it was the perfect place to work. And I've been here ever since. So many of you on tonight are part of my story. Lee was my first mentor. Amy, Jason, and Carrie were kind of the group that we that did OCS together, and just had so many fun times. And then a whole crowd came in, and Jenna and I have worked together since over 10 years ago. And so just wanted to share how much all of that meant to me, and how it's really where I grew up as a professional and as a member of my community, and was able to balance work and family in such a way that has blessed all of us. So I'm hoping to hear other stories, and thought I'd pass over to Jenna. She might have a word to share, and it's just so great to see all of your faces.
It really is.
Yeah, it's so awesome seeing everybody. Patrick, some things never change. He's taunting me, telling me, don't mess up, Jenna, in the chat room right now. But yeah, so I found out about Body Dynamics in 2010. I was in my second year of PT school, and I was still dancing at the time. And my clinical coordinator was like, you really have to check out this place, Jennifer Gamboa. She's really big in dance medicine. I think you'll really like it. So I looked into it, and that's when I met Ashley and Amy Humphrey. I had the honor of not only doing one interview, but 2 interviews to get my internship. And I remember talking to them, and I think I was equally as terrified, as nervous as I was truly just inspired by everything Body Dynamics had. So fast forward, I ended up coming, and I remember pulling up to Body Dynamics. This was the old Body Dynamics for those of you who used to work there. And I was like, am I in the right place? There's like this locksmith, and I see this, which is so special. We still have, the Body Dynamics still has this sign. It's the neon blue Body Dynamics sign. So I was like, okay, this is looking good. And all of a sudden in the dark, because I was, Amy Humphrey started her day at the wee hours, and I think I had to report on my first day at like 5:45 in the morning. And I hear from the corner of the building, hey, are you the student? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay, come with me. And that's how I met Jason Grandio, and he escorted me down. And I just was so excited to be, working with everyone. I truly couldn't believe that all these amazing people were under one roof, and they never got rid of me, because it's just such a special place. And it's good to see you all. So we'd love to hear from you. I'm going to pass it back to Ashley just to invite others to share their stories about how they got to BDI, or what you're doing now. We'd love to know more about that. Hi, Trent.
Yeah, it would be great to hear where you are now, how BDI impacted that journey. I know we have people who have started their own practices and teaching at universities and leading departments. And